How did you make out so far in the Great Flood of 2016 in Louisiana?
It's still messed up. Like, I came like where I stay, around it, God bless me not to get hit, but I still got hit because, like, you gotta understand, like, it's places that never ever flooded, ever. You feel what I'm saying? So, and like FEMA, they doing it different. Like, they put a limit on what they giving out. I guess because people was hitting them with Katrina, but they put a limit. And then if you ain't have flood insurance, they not covering everything. And you got to think about it, this places that never flooded, so why would I have flood insurance? You feel me? My daddy lost his house. My baby mama lost her house. Her old man lost her house, lost his house. My mama lost her car. My sister and my little brother lost their car. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and when you that, the breadwinner of the family, all that fall on me. These people, I got a big heart anyway, but these people that I can't say no to, you feel what I'm saying? And like, then you got other people just around you, like, and it's so messed up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they still towing cars. Like, they probably gonna be towing cars for the next month. You feel what I'm saying? It's crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you can say it was messed up when New Orleans went under. And by us being so close to New Orleans, you think we felt their pain, but, like, I guess we really ain't feel their pain until we felt their pain. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's messed up. And it's messed up for a lot of people. Then you got people who apartments went under, like the bottom part just went under, and they ain't got nowhere to go. Because they got to get all the apartments off. And, some people mad at the owner of the apartments, but what can the owner of the apartments do? And, like, they got a whole nother apartment complex that they can move you in, so it's like it's messed up. It's like it's throwing people off, like, and it's going to throw people off because, my family stayed here, my children went to school there. Now we got to move over here. We probably ain't got no car. They ain't giving us nothing but a little bit of money. And I heard the people on the news say that when they said something about limited. The other man, like, they limited. He like, yeah, that's something new. I never heard that. Yeah, so they limiting the money. They not covering everything. It's like, I don't know, it's crazy. Like, it's an eye-opener. You feel what I'm saying? I take everything as, everything eye-opener. Don't nothing happen for nothing. I don't know why it happened, but don't nothing happen for nothing. You feel what I'm saying? It's crazy. So much been going on in Baton Rouge. I guess that was God just, catching our attention for real. Because there's a lot of stuff people take for granted that you ain't got. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
now, for people that aren't hip on this situation, this wasn't like Hurricane Katrina where an actual hurricane came and people knew of a hurricane coming and were warned about a hurricane and maybe there's a potential for flooding, this, that, and the third. This was just rain and...
It was rain. I talked to somebody that worked at the plant, and he was like, they got a little radar. He said, but they had a cloud that just stood, and once, he said it rained for like 72 hours, and it probably had little breaks, but it just, and that's a lot of rain. You feel what I'm saying? But also, the mayor Walker, or president or whatever he is, he's suing the state because he says it's man-made, because they widened the bridge on I-12, but they put a concrete barrier like between the intersections. And he was explaining on the news that when the river rose, it ran into that concrete barrier. Like, if they wouldn't have put that concrete barrier there, and the people asked me, they're like, so you saying some of the places wouldn't have flooded? He like, no, I'm saying none of them wouldn't flood. He like, Livingston probably would have got a little water, but Baton Rouge wouldn't have got no water at all. You feel what I'm saying? So that's crazy, but my thing is that barrier still out. So if that barrier was the whole cause of the flood, then it's gonna flood again, if that's the cause. But I still can't see where all that water come from. I ain't saying they did it to us. I don't know. For the rain that long is a lot of water. You feel what I'm saying? But that was a lot of water. Like, it was rivers. And then for places that never flood to flood, you feel, never ever flood, just flood. You feel, places that flooded, some places that known for flood didn't flood. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't know. I ain't gonna point the finger at nobody and say they did it, but I ain't gonna say they didn't do it. I don't know what's going on.
Now, you were there when it happened.
Yeah, I was done.
So what did you see besides the rain?
Man, we had to leave on a boat. Like, and it's like where it came from. It's like more water came after the rain. It's like it wasn't even raining no more. And that's another bad thing because the insurance ain't covering backwash. Like, if it came from the flood, but if it come back, they said they ain't covering that. You feel what I'm saying? And like, I was inside, you know, I'm watching Power. I peep outside, I'm like, you know, I see the water rising, you know, it done rose high, you know, probably about the hill, but you know, I'm looking at that like, you know, that's probably normal, you feel what I'm saying? I look down the street, I see like road, but then I come back and look, and then got like it's rising quick, you feel what I'm saying? And I get to the front of the neighborhood, and this bitch really underwater. Like, we really had to leave out on the boat. You feel what I'm saying? Like really, like, and there's other places like there's a lot of stuff they ain't showing on the news.
Like what?
Like people was helping people, but a lot of, in the ghettos, they ain't show none of the ghetto like that. And there's a lot of dudes who had to save their own people. Like, it was a lot of dudes, like my peers, that was on boats, like going through different sections of Baton Rouge to go help people. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
now, I thought you weren't personally affected aside from the, like, family members and stuff affected, but you had to leave on a boat?
Yeah. The house I stay in, it ain't go underwater.
Okay.
Like the house, but the front of the neighborhood, like the water went to rising to where we thought it was gonna go in the house. But when we get to the front of the neighborhood, the front, like the exit, all that's underwater. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I had to leave out on a boat out the front of the neighborhood because the lights went out. So I can't stay in the house without the light.
Where'd the boat come from?
They had rescue teams out there. But, you know, but in the ghettos, they ain't really, you know, they had them coming, but they ain't come quick enough. And, you know, I salute anybody who was out there helping them people, you feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know, because they needed it. Like, I ain't know it was that serious until it was serious. Like, even when I was on the boat, I'm still thinking, like, you know, like, it's like probably the area we in, you know, it's right there. But I'm not knowing the whole other side of town just underwater. You feel what I'm saying? So I went to scrolling down my Instagram and I'm looking. People on boats is gonna help their own people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was bad. It was bad.
That barrier you spoke of, when was that made?
That was made, like, recently. Like, they were just working on that bridge, like, probably a year. It's been there probably a year, if that long. It's some recent work, and that's what that I don't want to say he the mayor, president, or whatever he is, but he from Walker, and he said he's suing them, and he got proof that it was man-made. He said he's suing the federal, state, all that. He said, and he got his pictures. He like. If that barrier wouldn't have been there, he's like the river would have flowed through there. He's like, that's where all the water come from. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I'm trying to understand this insurance situation because I did hear a lot of gripes about that. Did some of your family members, even though they didn't have flood insurance, did they have homeowners insurance?
Yeah, some of them. Yeah, some of them.
So in a situation like this where a flood happens,
Some of them had,
but didn't have flood insurance specifically, but you still have homeowners insurance. The homeowners insurance won't help out or pitch in out?
homeowners insurance help out, but it's crazy. Some of them help them out with the house, but they ain't helping out with the content. Like, it's all kind of catches. Like it's so much going on with that people saying they never heard. Like, it's crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's like, man, there's a lot going on with that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, with the flood coverage, there's stuff going on with that. With the insurance, there's stuff going on with that. FEMA, there's stuff going on with that. Like, you know, and I understand that they trying to stop people from, you know, they trying to stop people from just getting checks for nothing. But man, like, man, a lot of them people really need, everything that they can get, because you lost everything. You feel me? Ain't nobody got clothes. You know, all the clothes mold, and if water even got this high in your house, you gotta understand that water was like that for a couple of days. All your clothes mold, and you feel what I'm saying? Like, so, like, people really need. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we really need bad. I appreciate Booster from giving back. You feel what I'm saying? I appreciate what Gates did with the large amount that he gave to whatever. You feel what I'm saying? But, man, people need. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people that ain't got nothing. There's a lot of people that don't got nowhere to go. There's a lot of people don't got no way to get around. Like, it really, like, just knocked the city off balance with everything else that's already been going on. Like, that's something to come. Then they got a hurricane approach. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we ain't even shake back from this yet. You feel? And the hurricane approaching already. You feel what I'm saying? So, just, we don't know how that's gonna go. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what is your advice to somebody seeing this situation play out? I mean, they're not in Baton Rouge, but they might be in an area that's not prone to flooding. But who knows? Flooding, I guess, could happen at any point of any situation, just like Baton Rouge is
proven. Just like Baton Rouge, just like New Orleans, just like Houston. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
what's your advice to somebody?
You gotta just prepare yourself. Like, I know people don't want to just spend money for nothing, but who was to be prepared for that in Houston, New Orleans, or Baton Rouge? The places that flooded, and all three of them cities never flooded before. So it's just best to get prepared. Like, warning come before destruction. Like, we right there by New Orleans, but we never think it'll happen to us like that. I'm pretty sure Houston ain't think it'll happen to them like that. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, if you paying attention, just get prepared. That's the best thing to do, because you never know what, you feel what I'm saying, what another levee collapse, another barrier built, or whatever it was caused in Houston. You know, rain just sitting there, so they say. Like, you never know what'll cause it. Like, you can't really predict Mother Nature sometimes. You can't really predict catastrophes. You can't really, like, some stuff just happens. Like, if we could predict a lot of stuff wouldn't happen. And we can just know what's about to happen. So it's just best to get prepared, because, like, the way they going about it, you're going to be asked out. Like, you're going to lose all your shit and you're just going to be asked out. To some people, they going to hit a lick, because they going to get more money than what they had in their shit. But a lot of people ain't going to get what they, you feel what I'm saying? Like, some people got flooding insurance, and they flooding companies telling them that they're not paying for content. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they really, man, FEMA on something. I don't know, not throw FEMA. I'm just saying, like, I feel like, man, them people really need it. I know my people need it, and I can imagine what other people need. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if you got somebody of high power ranking saying that it was man-made. I don't feel like y'all should dispute what to give nobody if you got somebody saying he got proof that this flooding was man-made. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Do you have a message for FEMA or the government?
Nah, I don't mess with them. they ain't the people to mess with. I just, you know, just helping the people. You feel what I'm saying? You can't mess with the government.
Some people felt in regards to Obama, you know, who usually is quick to come
Obama
to...
Only,
huh?
he only run so much. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, for people that aren't familiar with, he was on vacation for 2 weeks. And the flood happened towards the end of his vacation. And I guess one of the newspapers in Baton Rouge was saying, hey, cut your vacation short and come look and see what's going on in Baton Rouge. And he didn't cut his vacation, but he came as soon as his vacation was over with, something to that effect, from what I understand. And that's what the press conference...
Being the president, with what was going on, I say he should have got right on it. But I guess he, you know, they had people, they wouldn't, the news coverage wasn't on it like that neither though. You feel what I'm saying? They was out there for the protest, like, they was at the wrong protest. You feel me? That's what I ain't getting either. Like CNN, all the news channels out there in the ghetto at that protest, where no police were. Well, you know, they was at that protest. Well, you know, this was nothing but a Crenshaw Mafia back in the G thing. But they was out there for that. I feel like they was out there to make us, you know, look like asses, catch us doing stupid shit, and catch that and put that on camera. But they wouldn't know when the flood was going on, and they had people in other states that didn't even know we was underwater. You feel what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna just point the finger at him and say he should have cut it short or he should have. But whenever he did know that it was something serious, he should have got on it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, cause, you know, and I don't know if he could have changed anything, cause he only run so much. He just our voice. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
well, the press secretary for him said that, you know, Obama can't be everywhere at any given place at any given time.
yeah, he ain't God.
So that was their statement to
He's not God. I don't expect him to be there.
Commotion about him not being there sooner or cutting his vacation shorter.
The vacation, like, you run America. You feel what I'm saying? So that's your job. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but you know, like, I don't take nothing from Obama. I'm just saying, like, man, you gotta be there to see it.
He ended up going there.
Yeah, he ended up going
and
there, but I don't even think he ended up going there, but he still ain't, you know, like, cause this Baton Rouge, they ain't gonna take him where he need to go. Like, this Baton Rouge, man, they ain't gonna take him where he need to go. They brought the president down there. They probably took him to Livingston, probably took him to Walker. They ain't take him through Ghost Town. They ain't take him through Glen Oaks. They ain't gonna take him through down Greenwood Springs Road or nothing like that. They ain't gonna take him down Windburn or none of them areas. Like, you need to go see them areas too. You feel what I'm saying? And really see what's going on. Like, them people ain't got no money to shake back. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they shake back gonna be hard. Like, no matter what you give them, they shake back gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have Livingston a flood area. So regardless, they never flooded like that, but 9 times out of 10, majority of those people have flood insurance. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Walker, majority of those people, not the, you know, but they have it. But on that side of town, what I'm talking about, them people ain't got, because you never seen a flood. What I'm gonna have flood insurance for? It's 2016. It ain't never flood. That's 2016 years. It ain't flood in 2016 years. I'm gonna waste I ain't got no money like that anyway. They just waste on flood insurance. So why would they have it? You know what I'm saying? And then you ain't covering it because we don't have it. Like, I don't know.
Well, you did cut me short for a second, but I was going to say that the press secretary said that everything was still under control, even though he didn't cut the vacation short to go see it. everything was still under control. And then I believe when Obama did show up and get a chance to check everything out, he said, you know, it wasn't a photo op. He's going to do everything in his power to make sure everything is what it's supposed to be.
I believe he will. He might. But like I say, I ain't one of them people that feel like everything on the president. Because I know he don't just run America. Like, he don't just run America like that. Like, it's the House of Representatives, the Senator, and all that stuff. Like, it's like we not like overseas. They got a king. Like, all that make our king. Like, all that make our king. So, I'm not one of those people that's just gonna feel like, oh, it's Obama. Like, Obama is you. No. I wouldn't feel like that with no president. Not because he's black. It's just any president. You feel what I'm saying? I know they don't really run it like that. You feel? If that's good, why they got, when they want to pass a law, they still got to go through so much to try to pass it. Then you got to pay attention. You feel? They just our voice. You feel what I'm saying? And they only a voice on certain levels, so I ain't gonna, I feel like he'll do what, I feel like he be feeling our pain sometimes. Like, just from just peeping out how he move his whole demeanor. Like, I feel like he feel it. But, you know, there's only so much you can do.